Good morning, everyone. As you know, we will be going back to one service next week. That's the 8th of August. Starting at 11 o'clock, we will be continuing a lot of the things that we have kept in place, but there will be a few things that will be different. So follow me as I explain how we're going to go back into church safely, still being mindful that we are still in a pandemic and we still have to watch out for our neighbour. Sorry. When you come into church, if you could kindly load up the app here, if you could load up the QR code. If you haven't got that app, if you could just make sure that your name is given to the person who's on Sidesman, that would be great. So you come into the church as normal, you pop on your mask because we're still going to wear masks as we walk around and do certain things. Again, please sanitize your hands as we have been doing all the way through this. You will find on your seats that there will be a hymn book because, yay, we're going back to singing. However, we're only going to sing the first hymn and the last hymn. So if you are uncomfortable with singing, you can either come after the first hymn and leave before the last hymn. We will be singing with our masks on because we know that this virus is airborne and is passed through our kind of breath or the moisture, so we need to restrict that as much as possible. Follow me. We have opened up all the pews and there will be a few more chairs at the back because obviously there's more of you. If you feel uncomfortable with someone sitting beside you, don't feel embarrassed, but just pop a coat or a bag beside you, just to keep that little bit of distance. There is room for everyone. Try not to squish up on the pews, unless of course you're a family or very close friends, then please don't worry about it. Follow me down to the front. Again, I would ask you to keep your masks on when we're standing up and speaking. Of course, when we're sat down for the sermon, you can take them off if you need a breather. I understand that nearly an hour for the service is a bit much to keep your mask on the whole time. We will be keeping communion the same. So that means coming up a row at a time and waiting for that row to go back, starting still from the back, coming forwards. The sidesman will let you know. We won't have any queuing or gathering still in the church because that's the worst time that this virus could spread if anyone unfortunately has it. And we will still be having just 4 people up here at the front. We don't want any queuing and we don't want any bottlenecks, if you like. I, of course, will still be wearing a mask as I give out communion, and we will be continuing to have communion in one kind just at the moment while numbers are still high, and we will review everything in September. We won't be having coffee after the service. We'll review that in September and see how things are going. I will again be waiting down at the gate to say goodbye to you. Please don't gather in church. Please, please, if you want to chat to people, do it outside, but not in this space where other people who might not want to do that feel trapped. That would be wonderful if you did. I am so glad that we are all going to be together. I think we need to do that. We will be keeping the same communion service that we have been using throughout the pandemic because I don't really want us to stay too long in church. We will have the doors open because we need some ventilation in here to keep everyone safe, but we will be doing things like having 2 readings now, still with the same people, but we're just mindful of everything. I really want to keep you all safe, but I really want us to come back to worship together, to be a community here worshipping. We've missed all of you so much. We will continue to be online. It will go up as soon as we can, probably similar sort of time, about 2ish, but it will depend on my lovely husband Chris and those others who help us film. So we look forward to seeing you in the coming weeks for one service singing and worshipping together. God bless.